Let's go back to Scotland. Welcome back to Bottled and Bond. My name is Ozzy, and today we are hitting up Scotland once more, and we are actually gonna hit up an Islay whiskey today. Bam! So this is Port Askaig. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Port Askaig, and this is from Islay, the Isle of Islay. So here's the thing about Port Askaig. This is 110 proof. This one was gifted to me by let's just call him Tommy Boy. All right, let's call him Tommy Boy. We'll go with that. Thanks, Tommy Boy. So here's the thing about Port Askaig. It's not a distillery. There's not really a distillery there. According to what I know, this was picked up, bottled, distributed by Elixir Distilleries. I don't necessarily know where they're from, if they're around that area, but this is matured in ex-bourbon casks. Now, I did some reading and some reviewing and some researching and trying to find out who primarily is in charge of making this whiskey. I couldn't find anything. The closest distillery to the port is the Coal Isla Distillery. Maybe they're involved some way, somehow, but I couldn't really find that much on it. Now, anyways, 110 proof, making it a 55% alcohol by volume. This is a peated whiskey. I haven't had a high proof peated whiskey until now, and I'm excited to find out what that's like. So with all the excitement growing, nonetheless, let's go ahead and open it up. Oh man. Oh man. Such grassy, rooty, salty, fishy, oyster-like, smoked cheese a little bit, but this is more like a raspy, salty to the nose on the cork. First of all, look at the color. The color is, man, this is like a very, 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 very light gold. This reminds me of green tea. When I was pouring it, I thought it was water. I was like, did somebody give me a water bottle? You see, and that's what I was talking about, the cork. I could pick it up when I was smelling the cork. Comparing it to Lagavulin, Lefroy, Askaig, the smoked cheese that I pick up on those, it's almost down to the core. You have to really pick it up because there is a salty, rooty, seaweed, oyster, salt water like substance that's overpowering the smoked cheese, cigar like flavors and nosing that I've gotten from other peated whiskeys. This is very intense. My mouth is watering from the imagination that it has on what this is going to taste like to the palate. It's, like I said, it's to the nose, salty, briny, fishy, oyster-like, seaweed, salty water, sweetness to it, but I always tend to brace myself before I go into the peated whiskeys because I wanted to leave it for so far along, and I'm here. And this is no crap, the fourth whiskey to my knowledge that I've had that's peated. I haven't reviewed the Lagavulin yet because I had it somewhere else, but I will review Lagavulin eventually. But this is the fourth one. Let's try this out. Yep. It's good. It's a lot sweeter. Or maybe, I'm not comparing it to the other ones. I'm not about to start pouring all these different peated whiskeys and start comparing whiskeys. But from what I remember, from the Lagavulin, the Askaig, and the Lefroy, this seems to me like it's a little bit sweeter. And as soon as it touched my tongue, it felt like it was burning and seeping into the pores of my tongue. But on the palate itself, all of the notes that I talked about, the peated smokiness of it, the smoked cheese of it, very little cigar notes of it, the saltiness, briny, almost like a crab, man. If you've ever eaten crab legs, it almost tastes like, you know, it has the texture and the flavor of the outer exoskeleton, the shell of the crab. Very saltwater, like beachy, grainy seaweed, oyster, sweetness. It has a finish of like crisp apples almost, and it's salty, earthy, freaking deliciousness, man. This is great, and I want to thank T-Dog. We'll go from Tommy Boy now. We'll call him T-Dog, and I want to thank you for this because this is amazing. Can't wait to share with you guys over at the Vet Vault, and so you guys can see what I'm experiencing. This is awesome. I'm glad I had it. It's very quick when it comes to the peated whiskeys because I know what I'm expecting, and then once I jump into it, it's like bam, there it is. Except this has a lot more saltwater, fishy, and I don't even want to say fishy, it's more like the oyster or lobster or crab like sensations to the tongue. Very smoky. You can taste the smoke as soon as it touches your tongue and on the back end, and it finishes off almost like a crisp apples or pears, almost like a wine-like flavor towards the back end, and it slingers just a little bit. But the smokiness, cigar-like, it's almost gone right quick, and you're back to wanting to drink it. You know, delicious. It's my vote. Nonetheless, guys, if you guys have had Port Askaig from the Isle of Islay, 110 proof, amazing, and you guys thought something else, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what whiskey you guys recommend to review next. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's episode. I'm Ozzy. This is Port Askaig, 110 proof, peated single malt Scotch from the Isle of Islay. Maybe from Coal Island. I have no idea who makes this crap. Let me know in the comments if you know who exactly makes this besides Elixir. This is Bottled and Bond. Cheers.